tonight for our Mombies Not Out. So we are super excited. I am Joy Bragan, and I get to be the host tonight of our Mombi Night Out right here. And I'm super excited about the two guests that we have with us tonight. We have Rachel and we have Kathleen, and we are super excited to have them. So I'm going to let them, before they introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about themselves, I am going to start with a question just because it is October. And if you have children, we know what comes at the end of October, and we celebrate it in different ways all across the world. But before they introduce themselves, I'm going to ask them what their favorite candy is for Halloween, or maybe just this time of year, what their favorite candy is. So Rachel, why don't you unmute and you tell us what your favorite candy is?
Anything chocolate, any and all things chocolate.
Wonderful. I do love some really good milk chocolate. Yes, really good chocolate. It hits the spot for sure. Kathleen, how about you?
I love Junior Mints. I love the mint. I love the dark chocolate. I love that. I love it. They're my favorite. I can pretty much kind of poo-poo on almost anything else. I like coconut too, but Junior Mints, I'll snag for my kids this Halloween for sure.
That's so fun. Okay, so then that leads me. Do you like the thin mints then? Like, do you like thin mints or Junior Mints?
Well, I like Junior Mints. Thin mints are fine too. I don't usually buy them, but yeah, I mean, okay. When I go to the movies, I will go and get Junior Mints. That's my candy for the movies. So that's what I'll steal from the Halloween stash.
No, I'm a sucker for when it goes to Halloween. I guess my kids are getting older, so not as much trick-or-treating going on really, but falls festivals and things. I'm a sucker for a milk dud. I mean, probably one of the worst things for your teeth and for your gut, that caramel with that chocolate. But I do love a good milk dud, or a Baby Ruth. And I don't know, I think it just brings back memories from being younger. Maybe I don't know. You don't see a lot of Baby Ruths around. And so every now and then when they come around for Halloween, I'm like, oh, that's fun. But honestly, I don't crave it anymore. So anyway, which I'm super excited about, which is why we're here tonight to talk about how we have kind of kicked our sugary habits to the curb a little bit, and we are not feeling like mombies walking around. So with that, it's always fun to do little get to know you things. But tonight we have Kathleen and Rachel with us, and we are going to get to share just a little bit and ask them questions about why it is that they really kind of began using Plexus products. But before we dive into that, I would love for each of you just to tell us a little bit about yourself. So Kathleen, why don't you go ahead and start for us?
All right. So my name's Kathleen. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and my husband and I have been married 19 years, and we have 7 children. The youngest is 1, and the oldest will be 17 in another couple of months. So all ages and stages. I'm a soccer mom. I'm a dance mom. I'm a band mom. I am a mom. I mean, I love it, and yep. That's kind of, and I like to run. I know it's kind of odd to say I love it. It's painful, but it really does the job for me physically and mentally. I love it. So
that's awesome. So
that's kind of me in a nutshell.
With loving to run, I must ask, do you like to run 5Ks, half marathons, distance, no distance?
I just did a big, it was called Market to Market relay. Nice. And with a team, and that was really fun. It was some friends that I haven't run with for like 7 years or so. I mean, because of all like the babies. So I've done tons of 5Ks. I've done 10Ks. I've done a couple of halves. I've never done a full. The training involved, just the time away from home and how busy my kids are, because we are in like different clubs and competition type stuff. Right. I just don't have the time right now to do the training. And so 5Ks and 10Ks are much more doable because the amount of, commitment.
The hours. Yes, train. Absolutely. The hours.
Yeah.
Well, that's very
impressive.
I
don't have 4 hours on a Saturday morning to go run.
That's very impressive. So that's awesome. I love that. That's one of my favorite things about Plexus. It brings people from all walks of life. But even like, it's not just Alabama, like just thinking about Omaha, Nebraska, like
Yeah, I'm in
I just love it.
Nebraska.
Yeah,
I
no, I
know.
love how
Random.
it's connected
Yeah.
people, and the way we meet people for sure. So Rachel, tell us a little bit about yourself and your family.
Well, I am a mom of 5, and my kids are, my oldest is 17 and my youngest is 6. So I got a senior and a first grader, all the way down to first grader. We've been married also 19 years, and I homeschool my kids. So they are always with me and I am always with them. And it's great most of the time. And so, yeah, our lives are busy, with all the things that goes into, being a mom and being a big family.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love hearing about the people with big families. I think most people know I grew up, I'm one of 5 girls. And so my mom was dropping off a freshman at college and had the youngest starting kindergarten at the same time. So I can relate. I did not duplicate that, but I can relate to where both of you are for sure. So, Rachel, so when did you first hear about Plexus? Like, how did, what really kind of piqued your interest, but how did you first hear about this thing called Plexus?
Well, I saw a friend posting on Facebook. She also has 5 kids, and we had known each other for a really long time. And I saw her posting, and she looked fabulous, but also she felt great. And so she had her 5th baby. I had had my 5th baby, and she was posting about how awesome she was feeling, and I was not feeling awesome. So that's what piqued my interest.
Yeah, no, I think that's very real. And so I appreciate you sharing that. So Kathleen, how about you? Like, okay, I'm from Alabama, living in Alabama. I know Rachel lives just a little south of me, and then you're in Omaha, Nebraska. So what, how did you hear and what piqued your interest?
So a former Zumba instructor and friend of mine started posting about it, and and one of her instructors, um, our friend Melissa, she was the one who had introduced Jen, and so then Jen had posted on Facebook, and Jen and I messaged back and forth for like 3 years because I was really skeptical. I didn't think, I was like, well, I'm running and I'm eating right. And, I was so busy and overwhelmed. I just didn't think I had one more thing. I could add one more thing on my plate. And I'll get to that later. But finally my gut got to the point where I was just so uncomfortable and I could not take it anymore. And I was like, all right, fine, I will try the probiotic. That's it. That's all I could do right now. And like, yeah, we are a single income family. At the time, we had 6 kids. So a single income family of 8. And I just was like, nope, I can't afford to invest a ton of money. I didn't believe in the whole 60-day money back guarantee. I thought companies, MLMs, were sketchy and a little weird because I'm in Nebraska, and a lot of those types of things really hadn't hit
Right
here. I mean, yeah. And I had gone to school in Utah, and that of course really turned me off to a lot of those kinds of companies. Plexus has been so different, though. So then I didn't know that at the time.
Right.
So then I, of course, tried it. My gut felt like 200% better. My brain fog had lifted, and I was like, all right, this is legit. I'm all in. Tell me what, just tell me what I need to take to feel even better all the time. And so that's how I got started.
I love that. I love that you're so real and honest with your skeptics, even the location, because let's be real, I think that's what really holds a lot of people back. I mean, health is expensive. I mean, whether you are using Plexus or whether you're using something else or whether you're buying over-the-counter supplements, health's expensive. The same reason if you pull up to Chick-fil-A and you want the number 1 versus the salad, the salad's more expensive. And it's the things that make you go, why is that? Right. I mean, it's anywhere in the gas station, you can get, 3 candy bars for the price of 1. But if you want, some pistachios, you're going to pay, $3.50 for them. But it's all the same thing. So I love that. I think we all have something in common that we saw other people posting. That's what social media does to us, and that's algorithms and things like that, but that we see something and then we're like, I kind of want that. So for me, I'm with you, Kathleen, and with Rachel. I did not feel as good as everybody else was claiming they felt. But I had a Coke addiction. I was loving Coca-Colas and thought, I'm good. I'll only have one a day. Just one. I'm really good. Like, I'm not like so-and-so, until I don't even crave them and do not drink them, anymore. It's been years since I've had a Coca-Cola. And people are like, what? And I'm like, they're like, you're so disciplined. No, it's not discipline. I'm just killing that extra candida in my gut for sure. So I love that. So, okay. So Kathleen, what products, and you shared this already, you started with probiotic, and you kind of answered this question here. You started with the probiotic.
Yeah.
With single income family, all those things, your results, you felt your brain fog lifted, your gut felt better, just probably not feeling so bloated all the time, and just
I had really painful bloating. Like I
Mm.
spent Thanksgiving up in my bedroom laying down just in so much pain. So with ginger ale in hand, because I was like, what in the world is going on? I was so uncomfortable.
Wow.
So yeah. And so after I started the probiotic, I did that for a month, and then I started the triplex, which is the probio, the bio cleanse, and then the pink drink or the slim. And gosh, the inflammation went down. It was amazing. My energy picked up. I wasn't like, just like when one of my babies wouldn't take a nap before, it was like the end of the world. But now if they don't take a nap, here's one of them. It's like, because I would always be craving that nap in the afternoon, and now I don't crave that. So it's been a huge, no more Mombie for me.
That afternoon crash right after lunch.
Yeah, because my blood sugars are balanced, and that's what the triplex has done for me. The blood sugars balanced, the inflammation went down, and of course the probio helped my gut feel better.
Yeah, no, I love it. That's awesome. So, all right, Rachel, how about you? Like, what products did you start with, and what were your results, and what's continued on, like what's kept you kind of in the game?
Yes. So I also started with Probio 5 for the same reason. We had been taking probiotics for years, and I knew that it was something that we needed to be on, but we just could not, really afford something super expensive and adding anything else to the budget. It was just not in the question. And so I started with that. And this was the first probiotic where I actually felt the difference. I could tell when I didn't take it. And so like I knew, okay, something's different here, because I have taken Walmart probiotics and I've taken really expensive health food store probiotics, and I never ever could tell a difference until Probio 5. And so shortly after that, I also started on the triplex, because I was like, if I feel this difference from this probiotic, I cannot imagine the difference I'm going to feel from the pink drink and the bio cleanse also. So, I just decided, you know what, I'm going all in. I'm going to give this 90 days and I'm not missing a day. And so within 2 months, I just felt like a different person. I had TMI, but bathroom issues from childhood. I mean, I had constipation issues from childhood, and those were gone. That was the first thing that I noticed. Wow. I was sleeping better. And like Kathleen says, was the naps. I napped every single afternoon with my toddler. He was still nursing, and I was taking a nap with him, and I could not live without that nap. But within a couple of months, I noticed I didn't need the nap anymore, and I didn't need coffee anymore because I was living off coffee every day. And so I stopped drinking it. Like, I just didn't want it. And if I had a cup, it was just because I wanted something warm. And, we just love drinking our coffee because it's comfort. But I didn't have to have it. And the brain fog and the sugar cravings went away. It was just, I was truly like a different person. And around that second or third month is when my husband came to me and said, okay, like, whatever we have to do, you cannot stop taking this. And I think it's because I wasn't taking a nap every afternoon. So y'all know I was getting more stuff done that was not getting done before. So it's just been transforming for not only me, but our whole family, because we're all on the products now. All of us take at least something that
Right.
Plexus offers.
I love it. And I know that your husband has an incredible testimony as well. So I love that so much. I love that, and that's the thing sometimes with Plexus and with people being skeptical about not wanting to try something, because it's what if it makes me feel better? Like, what if I actually do? Are you sure it's not the placebo effect? Like, I don't believe you, but we're almost afraid of feeling better because all we've known is how we are, right? And we don't realize how bad we really feel until we don't feel that way anymore. And so I think that's such a huge game changer of, what do you have to lose? Why not try it? I think, Kathleen, you said you would talk about this later on. And so kind of leading you up, to this question, but you're like, really? The money back guarantee, really? What was that about? So I'll let you go and share some about that and just where you were in that.
The ProBio is like hands down my favorite product, because not only what it's done for me, but what it's done for Matthew here. He has eczema and it's autoimmune. We've had him tested at the allergists, and I know there's something outdoors that triggers it, but we can't figure out what it is. However, when we give him a ProBio, we mix it into Nutella every night. Don't pick your nose. And his eczema is, I would say, 98% gone. Like, he gets occasional flare-ups, but it's incredible. We had tried everything else, creams, steroids, everything, and nothing was working. And this is a breastfed baby, exclusively for like 2 years. And it didn't matter. At 10 months, it flared, and we have no idea what it was. But man, I'm so grateful for ProBio, because he's so much more comfortable now. And I actually went off ProBio for for like 3 days inadvertently, because the orders, get mixed.
Yep.
Sometimes it takes a little longer to ship here to Nebraska.
Yes.
Get down there. And this was in the springtime when the cottonwoods are blooming. And I was fine for a few days, but then the third day I was at a soccer practice and I just had a full-on allergy attack. And it took me about a week of taking the ProBio again to get back on track. But I knew sure that was the key then, because I was like, all right, so 60-day money back guarantee. I thought, all right, you know what? I can invest this, money for, it was like $35, for the month for ProBio. And if it doesn't work, my friend promised me I'd get my money back. She could get it back for me. And sure enough, you can. There was one product that I did try that it didn't mesh well with my system. I switched it out for another one. I got my money back. Like, I just called customer service. They are amazing. Like, I actually enjoy calling customer service.
Yes, they're so friendly. Yes.
They're so friendly and they're so helpful. And so if you do need a product switched out, or if your order didn't come, on time and you're freaking out, they'll like overnight you product. It's unreal. So I've never been happier with.
I love that. Yeah. No, I love that so much. I think until you go without the products for a few days, and then you start feeling crummy again, you're like, whoa, no, can't do it. Cannot do it. So my husband's like, don't run out of the ProBio 5 and the BioCleanse. Do not run out of those. Yes, sir. Got it. Got it. Absolutely. So, all right. So Rachel, I thought we could talk for another, 45 minutes to an hour, really and truly, but what would you say has probably surprised you the most about the company and about the way Plexus handles business? I know that Kathleen just gave a glowing report about her experience with customer service, but what would you say has surprised you, along the way about Plexus, and some of the things you've reaped from it?
So the first thing that comes to mind is how different this company is. So I've been a customer of other multi-level marketing companies before. I have actually been in another multi-level marketing business years ago. And the experience that I've had as a customer and as a brand ambassador with this has been completely different than anything that I've ever encountered before. all the way from our president and CEO down to just our team. We love people. They love people well, and people are the purpose, you know? And so that just makes such a difference in how day-to-day operations go, you know, with our team and with the company. It's just been so different than anything that I've ever encountered before. And so I love that. I love the community that we have, the One Plexus community that we have among the whole company. Everybody's just so selfless and giving, and I love that. So that's one thing that really surprised me, and that I didn't expect. I didn't expect the community. I didn't expect the personal growth that I've experienced since, you know, jumping in with this pink drink.
Yeah.
I never expected that.
No.
And I certainly didn't expect the health changes that we've seen, you know, in my own life and in my family.
Yeah. I love that. I think you shared some of my top three. I think the community, but no inventory. Don't, like, no inventory to have to stack up to make sure you meet your quota for the month, to you really just own your own business. You know, for us, it was, you know, $39.95. And so that's even changing now, and even less now. But I think the no quota, that really you just need to order what you need. And it's like, excuse me, come again. I'm not an investor. It's like, no, you're not an investor. You're just One Plexus, and it's up to you how much you want to work it, how little you want to work it. It's all up to you. I think that's one thing I love about it. I love the fact that the opportunity to personally grow, to dig deep and to learn from other people, and to lock arms and to push yourself to that uncomfortable zone, aka hosting this a Mombie call, right? I think learning from other people, and then the community of getting to know Kathleen, like the fact that knowing Kathleen and living in Omaha, and Rachel knowing you and Edward and just your families, and when things are going on, and how we're there for each other. I think that is what I love so much, is people cheering each other on as they go reach their goals, reach their dreams. So Kathleen, what has surprised you along the way? And just even with the company. I mean, I know that you kind of alluded to a little bit, just, you know, that you originally from Utah or went to school in Utah. So this company has been a little different for you. So I'll let you expand on that a little more.
Yeah, I kept waiting for some kind of a catch at first. I was like, so wait a minute, we can get our money back? Yeah. Well, what if I want to cancel? Well, that's okay. Well, aren't there any penalties or anything like that? I don't have to, like, you know, I don't know. I kept looking. I was like, where's the loophole? Where's the loophole? And there wasn't one. Oh, okay. All right. And so I jumped in to the business, of course, because we were a single income family, and I knew that I needed this for my health. I wanted to be a better mom. I was so sick and tired of being sick and tired. And then it translating into my kids not getting the best. So then I jumped in head first, and I didn't know what I was getting into or doing, but everybody, and that's what surprised me the most, was the community. Just, you do as you go at your own pace, you do what you want, you do what you can. You know, of course, there's no inventory or quotas or any of that stuff. So that was all awesome. And like, some businesses to start are like anywhere between $600 to $1,000, you know. This was, like you guys said, it was like $40, something like that. And even now it's even cheaper. So it's unreal. You have this at your fingertips, and you get a website. People are like, oh, you don't have to pay for your own website? Well, no. What do you mean? Why would I have to pay for my own website? Well, in this company you do. And I'm like, really? That's crazy. I wouldn't do that. So I mean, I'm cheap that way, but it's been phenomenal. And the biggest thing over the, like, last March, when the world shut down and everybody was like quarantined in their homes and not, you know, going anywhere. My friend Melissa started like a morning coffee talk. And so we'd all Zoom twice a week in the mornings and home. So, I mean, we're around, and our kids were all, you know, jumping off the walls and everything. And we got a good taste of what homeschool really would be like. Well, not really, but I was joking about that. But it was so phenomenal that I got to know these women that before they were just kind of, they were names and they were people, but through that, the community and we'd pray for each other, and it was so sweet, and we really grew to be a nice cohesive team that way. So that was really surprising. And that women are notoriously, I don't know, competitive and kind of backbitey sometimes, but I have not felt that at all through Plexus. And I don't put up with that at all in my house. And, I grew up with some of it and I just didn't like it. So I was so grateful that the theme is one Plexus, everybody, you cheer each other on, and everybody wants the best for, your customers. We want to serve, we want to, help people to feel better. So I love that,
because I think each of us have different, we come from different walks of life, but different experiences, but yet what we have, what has surprised us along the way with this company is very familiar things. It's the same, it's the community, it's the people, it's the honesty and integrity in the company. It really is money back guarantee. Like, it really is. You don't like it, great. And they don't ask you to send it back. They don't want the unopened, they don't even send it back. And so some people, it's almost like you said, Kathleen, almost too good to be true. Where's the loophole? But really, because of the character and integrity of our CEOs, it has just continued to grow in that way. And it really is changing people's lives. Like, it really is game changers for people's financial, residual income, and how you can work and make that. And I know that's a different topic, but that's an opportunity within Plexus, not just to get healthy and not feel like a zombie all the time, but to feel your best and to feel better, but also to make some money along the way. So just in wrapping up, I really appreciate both of you taking your Wednesday night bedtime and spending time with us here on this Wednesday night wellness call for sure, and our Mombie call. But I'm so grateful for both of you, for your families. It's so good to see your faces, both of you. I know that we don't get to see each other in person a lot, I know, but super thankful for you both. And I really appreciate you spending your Wednesday night with us and spending time with us. So I guess this is bye for now.
Thanks for hosting.
You soon. Absolutely. No, thanks for letting me quiz you guys. So thank y'all so much, and y'all have a great night.
Hey, you too. Bye.